That's the eye. Yeah. Rastafari. Give thanks and praise, give thanks for everyone. With patience, give thanks for coming out with the courage, and the strength. Yeah, man. Only I would make it happen, You're watching the crowd, just saying, yeah, man. Only those who get the heart for the kingdom, amen. Yeah, man. You're watching the big multitude, just the remnant of people, the chosen few. The other night, write a passage. Basically, like, what your country was asking, okay, it's basically both. Yeah, you see, because it's leading on from one to the next, right, you see? But within this time, I ain't dealing with the rite of passage for the youth. You see what I said? And like how I must sustain for our youths and the upbringing and the development and organizing and centralizing ourselves as a people. And it's customary, like, because it's a traditional thing, it's an African thing. Yeah, I see, even like, for example, when you check a stock, right, you get like the Babylonian schools, and you get like the systematical programs where in society they say things like the program in the youth. Yeah, I see boys brigade, girls brigade, little church organizations. You guys in different things with keep any children in school. You guys in school activities with program any children. Yeah, I see. So I as a people, as African people, and especially as Rastafari, within this time saying that we want to build our community and strengthen our community, we have to start looking forward to create like developments, like institutions, like as simple as like just saying like what you call it, like a convention center, but another way we're looking forward is for like just saying a place where our youths could come and they could learn different activities from the Rastafari community. It's because we are gifted people with many different talents and we could teach our youths, you say, in the way they're supposed to grow. Yeah, I see. Because right now, Farai, bless it, simple as right now, Jabez, bless up. I don't realize that right now there's a reason going on here. And the reason, you have to be disciplined. Watch this. If y'all was in school, y'all would have been talking? Answer that. Huh? Congo, you been talking? Would you be talking here? Because that's how the system program our youth. But when they amongst us, I say true, we don't take that much time to really deal with them. And I say we try to program them on them, but it's a way of bringing. You see, they said that we must make sure that they listen to us. I say they discipline to us, but not to say we're disciplined to that point of we want to enslave them. I say, but they must know that what we teach them is the right. I say, and obey what we say. I say, and showing them, not just by telling them, but showing them by creating ways and institutions. Like for instance, the other day, right? All right. We had a talk about youth passage and the rites of passage. So, Darwin and I, along with the resident, we decided during this youth very strong, carry the youth them out on just a journey, just a journey, just to say experience that event of where we could socialize with families and youths and parents, whether it be boys or it be girls or boys and girls, as I said, but we could build a bond with our youths, and we could teach them how they could be like where if it's something for survival. You say, we can teach them how they could survive in the wilderness, in the open life, in the open field, because that's a part of our liberty. I see our culture. Or that we can teach them in the parts of skills and trade. You say, business or whatever. I see, but it's up there night. But during the time, I remember telling them that within the Bingi house, the Bingi house have a way that where we have the same system, we have, but I wouldn't say system, but we have the same guidelines. Said that, okay, we have in the bingo, I know once know that we have where we have marriage, we have where we do marriage. I don't know that. We have marriage ceremonies, where in the Bing Girls we perform marriage ceremonies, the priest perform marriage ceremonies. We have sanctification, where we sanctify the youths, the priest sanctify the youth. And from the sanctification start, that's like a rite of passage right there, because watch this now. The youth now cannot come forward. Like what this? Brethren Jonathan, our youth right now, and he have a little prince. And just saying he want to deal with the sanctification. Sanctification, in other words, is what they call baptism. You know what I mean? Those who know understand that, but that's baptism. We want to get baptized in the Rastafari way of life. Yeah, you see? Because that's our way of life. Now, you know that the youth from born cannot come to the tabernacle with the prince until he reached the age of 4 months. It was a princess. 3 months for the prince, 4 months for the princess. Yeah, I see. And from that period right there of sanctification start, that start of a rite of passage right there, because that's right there. The youth now grows around the tabernacle. You say, and goes around the community. That's why it's good to have Rastafari community, where we now could socialize within ourselves as a people. Yeah, I see, because sometimes like youths don't get a chance to socialize with other youths. Yeah, I see. Sometimes like we have different I have a youth, but we don't bring them the gatherings, or we don't bring them the Rastafari event. We like shield them, because for whatever reason, we ain't getting all the details, but it's like time for NA now to look at our youth and to say if it's they are our future, and if what the struggle is about is more the benefit for the youth, then we have to now, before His Majesty, we have to say, well, look forward to what His Majesty set forward for NA. He set forward an educational plan. And education meaning just mean going to the schools and say that educate the youths them on Babylon teaching or just books. Education just mean on knowing things. You say having the knowledge about things in existence, life in existence, like just saying having the knowledge to fix a light, having the knowledge to farm. You see what I'm saying? So these is the basic things right now, which I feel that right now, as Rasta people, we need to take it serious and look forward and say, set some developments, man. I know, like set some type of structure where if we want to strengthen our youth, where we could bring our youth, you see what I'm saying? And we could get the sisterins and we could get the graduates with the talents and they could come forward and they could just like contribute the time, you see what I'm saying? And say, could teach you the skill, teach you like our Jonathan is a farmer. He could come forward and teach you youths them how to plant, how to just grow. It'd be dread for youths them to learn how to grow an onion or carrot or potato. You say, or just a coconut. You know what I mean? And they know that they hand grow up. And then from that right there, it could be like a island outreach program. You say, with the youths them. And the youths could be going and having that experience and learning that survival experience on the island and learning the different life and learning about nature, you say, different plants and different animals. And the IC, that's what it's about. The IC, if we have a sister who could sew, the IC who could do certain craft works or hand works and then, yeah man, yeah, we could come and teach youths them these things and help like shape their mind in a positive. You see what I say? Because that's what we're here for. And if we look around, and it was a certain time, right? When I grew up in a community, I had respect for my elders. I know, like, I ain't gonna tell no lie. The community one time I grew up in, the elders in the community could have chastised me. I couldn't really talk about no elder, you know what I mean? Because everyone knew everyone, and the IC from an elder talk to you, that means you was out of line, you know what I mean? And you get checked out, you gotta go forward and tell your mother, well, or this elder down the road chastise me for whatever reason, because then there'll be another chastisement. For the ones for the body, it was because they care, they show a concern. You see what I'm saying? Just like how we ever say, it take a community to raise a child. That was the concern right there, and then, you see what I'm saying? But where that going? You see what I'm saying? So we as Rastafari now, not because I have a youth that man that's Chamankas youth. No man, that's INA youth. You see what I'm saying? So when the I see Chamankas youth, you know that that's Chamankas youth, that's INA youth. So what we have to do now, we have to look out for that youth, because we know that's INA youth. So we have the nature of you to make sure that you grow a positive and do the things that she or he's supposed to do as a Rastafari or just as an individual. You see what I'm saying? Because this is the right thing to do. The IC, when you check the word say, children is the heritage of the womb, and the body is the food of his reward. As arrows are in the hands of a mighty man, so are children of the youth. Happy is the one who has a scribble full of them, for they should not be ashamed. So we have to give thanks for that, through the word sound as power, because then the children is a joy. Enough times, man, that when, like, one time ago, I get with them through the struggle and experience of life with man, and what one might go through as being a family. What, like? My Lord, yes, King, Rastafari, bless, yes, I give up. My Lord. Man, and like I said, like, during the time having like a family, I learned that through the Babylon system, they said that they set a system, and like how earlier when the brother Charlie was talking about the responsibility, just the price for that, because it's a price for that. Even when you're dead, it's a price for that. You say that. So right now, society Babylon set a system where the cost of living is high. You see? So right now, as Rastafari living in this society and trying to survive in this society and raise your youth, if you really ain't really cultural or ain't really like looking within yourself, just looking without trying to just deal with the necessities in Babylon and the little bills and the school and all that, man, you'll come without yourself. The IC, because then it's a pressure, it's a strain. The IC just to maintain in a Babylon. You see what I'm saying? So that's what sometimes you want to rise up with a good idea and say, give thanks for life and thing. You rise up and say, this word and that word, you know what I mean? Like that easy, So then the youth them had this negative, that easy. So just through being in Babylon, you see what I said? And dealing with the pressure in Babylon, enough times I end up taking on Satan energy. He said, and the youths them, is watch the energy because they move on to them. You see what I said? So that's why right now, we have to know that first, if we want to shape our youth them in a way, we have to shape ourselves. You see what I said? So it started with 982. So I say that they say true, like when they say children is the heritage. Yeah, I see, and happy is the man I was growing full of them. Man, after that, I can look at the youth them and you see the joy, give me a joy just to know that, that I have these youths them, these blessed youths them, and I know they look up there, and I have to guide them and show them, and they really have this perfect love, because children have a perfect love for you, so we have to make sure, man, we can't disappoint them and be there for them. You see what I'm saying? So, like I say, I ain't gonna be too long, but like I want to make sure we get this in. And this time in Babylon, right now, Babylon building society, they build a system where, right now, like, they don't get everything set up. So, they programming your youth. Yeah, I see, they have ways by doing it through the television, they have ways by doing it through different institutions. So, I have to take forward, I ain't a youth stuff. Yeah, I know. I said, man, we have to like one time ago, like me my brother and like with my youths, DSL and the one before, Cody, my older daughter, at the time like she always know my brother by that she joined and she remember us. Like every time he used to come around, he used to like man, they call her like she's like African teacher, but he tell us he's the African teacher. You see what they said? So like like Brandon Spreadham say, teach me teacher, you know what I mean? Teach me African culture. Yeah man, so we have to teach our youths them the African culture. they way of life. We have to like wake up like how these days even for I and I, we just learn and we have to wake up and like learn an African word. Like how like we know Sata Masagana, you know what I mean? We know niggas, you know? But we could know more, you see what I'm saying? But we have to learn an African word and say an African word, you see what I'm saying? Or I say, or learn some African, like right now, I teach my youth some African months, you see what I'm saying? The different names for the months in African language, you see what I'm saying? So right now, these are things what we have to learn, we have to try be skillful within ourselves and try reprogram our youth, but reprogram them in the way that they're supposed to be, and you say and who they are, so that they can be proud to say they are a Rasta, or they can be proud to say when people say African or just the black self. You say them because that's a behemoth phase with this course. Just like one time ago, like growing up with the youth people talk, but say as your mother or your mom or this or that. You say but now in these days you take all your black and this and that, and you say so we teach them how to take these things and be proud, man, and they can be positive, and we say and be courageous. Yeah, I say because they know who they are, their identity. You see and youth, I want you all to listen there, you know. You see I want you all really listen there because this really for you all. You say simple as me from this reason and start. The younger ones, how much times I've been telling you I keep still? Plenty times, right? Okay then. And that's why right now we having this reason on youth passage because right now it's for you all to learn the true discipline and the meaning of Rastafari and the Rastafari liberty and the Rastafari way of life. So that you all wouldn't just be sitting down thinking that or this a vain thing or this a bunch of talking thing or this a boring thing. You see what I'm saying? You will learn to respect why people call you a Rasta, or why people say Rasta, or why we say Rasta, or why we talk about Africa or His Majesty. You say, these are the things what y'all can ask questions on. You say, when y'all see a Rasta, or your brethren, or your sister, or the elder, you come and ask questions about your liberty, because Rastafari is a way of life, you all know that? This is a way of life for I and this our life. You say, so right now, this life is real important for you all to know. You see? And this ain't no joke, it's simple as the height and liberty, all that come apart. You see, all that's a part of I life. That's why we eat what we eat, we live, and we praise Ali Selassie in our way of praising Him. When we go to school, when you all go to school, you always pray with your eyes closed. Huh? Who's pray? Be real. Who's pray their eyes closed? Okay, right. I, Rastafari, we don't want to pray with our eyes closed. You see, they say because we know that one time, see that's Babylon system. Babylon teach I to pray with our eyes closed, and when you pray with your eyes closed, you can't even see life. You can't give thanks for life. The eyes say, like when you read the Psalms, you read Psalms like 121. Anyone in your youth are familiar with Psalms 121? Say Princess, what is it? You say, I will lift up my eyes into the hills from whence cometh my strength. You see they say. See, that's showing you that when you open your eyes and you give thanks for life or health, or you pray to the Most High, you could give thanks for all His blessings. You could give thanks for everything. The eyes see, but when you close your eyes, you can't see. The eyes see. That's like a main thing. So I don't really deal with that thing. We deal with life, health and strength. We deal with what we know, the reality. You see, they said. So yeah, man, I can keep well, boy, but I just want you all to stay focused and be attentive, man, and stay focused in the conference, give the conference some energy and some life, and, and listen to your parents. You see what they say? Listen to your parents, don't not listen to your parents and just listen to your teacher and come home every day telling your parents what your teacher say or what this one say or what that one say, and demanding your parents that they have to do this because the teacher say this or this one will say this or no. The idea, but when we tell you all something, you all don't do that. No, we say that. You all think that's loving us? No. So you all have to respect I and I. You see they said? Let's go hand in hand. The I understand? Yeah man. The young ones understand? You understand what I said? You understand what I said to you? Yeah man. Natural. Because all that is a part, because if we try to teach you all the right and you all don't want to accept it, if we try to teach you all farming, simple as we have a farming program, we teaching you all farming, and you all don't want to accept it, then you can't blame us. You say, but be there to make sure you all get it. You say, so let's go hand in hand. Just like I learn an effort, you all have to learn an effort. You see what I said? So yeah man, so we want all to be positive, you know. The IC and they all, you all the good dudes, the IC and they know you all love Rastafari and they know you all love your parents. Yeah, you know. So I know you all listen and be productive for this day, you know. You know, yeah? Last year, Jah, Rastafari. But forward in the message and the talk before I close, so yeah man, on the talk about what I saying, yeah, we have to create, like even Charlie was saying, we have to create institutions in Rastafari, you know, so that we can strengthen ourselves, you know. Yeah man, we have to create development so that we could be empowered, you know, as a people, you know what I mean, so that the things what we want to see and accomplish for INA and INA generation who here in the camp, then we sure that we could say it without talking that, well, this would we stand for. You say, because we have the resources to back us, and we know the greatest the Lord and the fullest there is. For the sign, I hope to now take the time and say, well, we can use what we have. You see, they say, yeah man, and put our shoulders to the wheel and start to be a productive people, you know, start to be a positive people. That's the only way to see our youth are following us. Yeah, I see. So if we want them to be in Rastafari, and we want them to hold up the truck in Rastafari and take it on to another level, then we have to create that environment for them. You see what they said? Yeah, that is it, yeah man. So we have to start making a sacrifice, you know, as a people, you know, and start to try to create that environment, you know. Look around and see that the things what is needed as a people in Rastafari, and start being Babylon and being wild at Babylon, man. Because true Babylon ain't really hold us down no more, you know. You know what I mean? Only I know the people hold us down, man. When I go with tell this brother, oh, I hate you and I this or that, and I ain't coming around no more. Just, no man, these things, I see, these negative vibes and then these negative habits. And they come through the oppression because now is time when we have to recognize and we have to make the sacrifice and separate ourselves from Babylon. The IC, yeah man, we have to go full force in the far right, in the development of our community for the well-being of these youths. The IC, because they'll always be on a different overstanding because they don't understand. We have to show them. And by showing them, I mean, we just talking this and or we sit down sometimes come and get a beat drum. And, you know, one thing we think about it, they just smoke everything. They beat drum and they eat other food, but they don't really understand. So we have to start showing them, teaching them. The IC, let them know and see what Rastafari is all about, just through our liberty. And I ain't saying we don't do it, but I just saying we have to just do it more firmer, you see what I say? And spend more time with them and watch what they say around the youth them, and amen? Because they listening, you see what they say? And start paying more program, more attention to this program, but they watching on TV, you know? Just like the President Jonathan saying, you know? Yeah man, like I just want looking at me now because she know I talking the truth. Right, you know what I mean? Yeah, I see start paying more, but now you get youths them, they get like the other day, we get used them, watch this, I even ain't gonna be ashamed to say this. Like, my youth Haley right now, just the other day, she said, I just found out that Haley just going to grade 7 and say that she had a boyfriend in grade 10. You see, because she was living with her mother, and she wasn't paying that full attention, so that slackness come right in there. You see, but where does she find out that things from? Because the television and the neighbors and the things, you say, so sometimes it ain't just like, sometimes like how we show up, we tend to try and place the blame always on the environment, but then it's where we give into the environment. You see what they say? So now we have to create an environment where we teaching our youth that we have to be stronger, just like there's a reason why Ian he read up the speech from His Majesty. That's one of my favorite speech, the ultimate challenge. Because like I say, we must not owe our allegiance, not to our country, but to our fellow men. Yeah, I know, and become something more what society of able us to be. You say, courageous and create the courage and the confidence. You say, and owe our allegiance to each another. You say, so that's a valuable thing, you know. You say, so right now, like, of course, we know that really we have to pay attention to our youths. You say, and we have to really monitor them and really take the time to watch what they watching, watch what they taking in, because it's serious. Even they're playing, the wicked them that been taking them, they consuming. You say, it's easy to accept the things of Babylon, to accept the things of righteousness. That's why just say, I will stand this straight in our road. So, forward. That's what I'm saying. Okay, hold on. I got make this short and brief, then I can bring it to the moderator. So you got up the questions and answers. Amen. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I can bring it to the moderator. So the moderator can do that. Right. True job. All right. So more times, right? All right. I can let you go it because true. They are telling me something else. But what you want to say, brethren? Yeah, what you want to say? Sebastian, yeah, Rastafari. Yeah.
Aliyah. Rastafari. Pardon me for dropping on Miss Marcus. Give thanks. Give an opportunity to say a word. I just feeling interjecting, right? Because all I know the youth is the future. True, all I know is youth them and we evolve what we are now, right? It just hurt me to see, right? I think we send our children to school, right? Not me, right? It's my name, people out in school. We send you to school, right? Teacher teaching, right? And you pass to classroom, all the children sitting down and they listening, they behaving. Now for the past couple nights I see inside here, it's like teacher teaching, right? But playing going on half the time. And then while teacher teaching, lunchtime going on at the same time. See what they saying? And then the teacher teaching. Yeah, when they own class, when they were in their own class teaching, they said over there, they teacher, they said they were teacher, this was a teacher, that one teacher, I was a teacher. And I don't talk too long, but I get silly to say this. When they go to these, to show how much we send our children to school from 9 to 3, right? And then we help them a couple of hours after that. They can show how much influence the system get on our children more than us, you know. When the teacher say silence in the class, Marcus just said a while ago, say how much times he speak to the children. I go on something like that because the same one of the time I see him speak to them, I write in the forward of them, so in front of them and in the forward of them, and they speak in the same one of the time. And guess what? 2 seconds, they forward to it again. But guess what? When they're in the school, and I can say this too before I forget to meditate on. If they doing the same thing in the school they're doing right now, I guess what you better do fast. Take them out to school. They will send them again to the school. If they do the same thing what they're doing inside the school, and if they ain't doing it in the school, and they're doing it here, and I hope not, but probably soon they put this mic down, they walk off, then they can circle around again, but then that don't make no sense with Rasta children, you know, that's why it's last said, had me to be fruitful and multiply and make my own, you know what I mean? So, yeah, when you get that lion paw put on him, that's that, you say when I gave him that lucky one, that lucky man on the spot, you know, time, if it took, see, your dog, she's sitting right there. If you could tell a dog, sit and stay, and you can walk out of the school and go when the dog is sit and face the way and stay, no matter what kind of dog is stay right there for hours. The dog, you tell him to lay down, the dog will lay down right there. You tell him stay. If he can stay, Marcus know my dog, John, you know my dog, People on the island is bride my dog. The old woman, the oldest one on Current Island, she's the oldest person on the island, she always say, Jonathan, speak to the dog once, the dog listen. What happened to your children now? Speak to the dog once, tell the dog anything, but they tell you what the dog is doing. But it bugs me to see children. If you can't control children, you control it. That's why, you know what I mean? I tell people that like, don't watch me, watch the children, you know what I mean? I'm a big tree, you know what I mean? You can't bend me, you know what I mean? When I'm big, them may fall up and drop on you. He's saying you gotta bend the youth them to John man, you know what I mean? You gotta bend the youth them to John. Like I say again, it hurt me to see youth them talking and spinning around and dancing and everything and doing what they're doing. And eating and drinking and having a good time when they're showing up the chairs in the air, you know what I mean? Yeah. But then when you speak to them once, they're supposed to know what's going on, man. From home, they're supposed to know what's going on. Charity begins at home and then abroad. But you say, let me know watch us, right? All the youths among inside there, their parents bring them here, or sometimes by themselves must be, but guess what? If they're doing this in the front of the parents, them then judge when the parent be there, they all gotta know what y'all dealing with, you know. Youths them and the parents. That's the one you see the father on me up there, you know what I mean? You see the American, it's called a child, because even over here they call it child abuse. But it ain't gonna be child abuse, it's gonna be what I know I go up, we all make my mother grow me up. We all make mother grow me up. The mother have to talk with us. You don't promise children beating. You give them that. Nothing wrong with that. You saying then cutting the children up. The children up there and cutting there. Yeah? These children, man, and I can say it again, you know, if you could tell a dog, D-O-G, to sit, stay, attack, numerous different things. Just judge a child, man, or a prince, or princess. You know, people say, well, that's like that. But guess what? I tell all of y'all here, yours my youth now, I would slap y'all to make y'all behave. So we can't hear. You feel sure, or I go do my government's do, go get 3 diamonds, which and plant them together, you know what I mean? And whip you with them, you know. Or we take off your clothes and whip you, and then bring you forward you the morning again. And then I guess watch you the morning, like, you know what I mean? We're going on my yard and see if we need to drop cord or something. It's like a talking and waking, man. I mean, Marcus be talking to you for fun forward and you all still be able to good, man. Are we talking about the right, how we can lead you all into the right way? Like you all interested? But this is Nicki Minaj on the stage. Yeah? Always with the nigga name, with the brother name, D with them, and what the brother name, Jay-Z them, and what the rest of them brother's name? You know what I mean? People that have been listening to, and with the fat man named Ross, and I just saying, you know what I mean, with the young people and like, and like I said, with one of them people that like, you know what I mean, one of the people that who they like, they saying Eminem, you know what I mean? Yeah? Every word they say, you all have been saying what it. Y'all know my songs better than me. But if Marcus asks y'all a question, you have to kind of answer. So y'all gotta know y'all dealing with, you know. Remember that, y'all? I don't know who with you. Highly high, Selassie, Jah, Rastafari.
Two talks from Brother Jonathan, Rastafari, highly high, Selassie, Jah, Rastafari. Yeah, man. And like the last thing with Jonathan said, I want to ask a question. Like tonight on rites of passage, right? On say the things we were talking about, anyone you have an idea on the topic of on rite of passage. Anyone could talk, anyone could tell me what we're talking about tonight? Yeah, on the reason, on what I was saying when I was talking about the rites of passage. Anyone can say what I was talking about? Or what Charlie is talking about? Anyone of you can remember? Let me say I attend if you all was tonight. Anyone was paying any attention to what Jonathan was saying? Okay, who? Let me see the hands. Who can answer? Let me see. Since I say I was paying attention, let me see some hands. Okay, what you can tell me? Talk on the mic. Alright.
He was talking with respect for children and how we need to be more respectful to our elders. Not disrespect people when they talk to you, not tell you something that the elder in your life. See, like, you would take the stance, then nonsense come out. So we put nonsense in, nonsense will come out. So we got to see what I'm saying. So I'll be bad people like, that's what I'm doing. I was telling my little brothers and sisters to be here. I don't like when people talk when
Okay, everyone give Ras, Princess Benjamin, can I? Okay. Yes, yeah. Okay, any other youth step? I see Makita and others at the answer. You all have a job to tell me what I was saying or Ras Charlie? No? You don't want to talk no more? Don't be shy, you know, man. Come on, you know, anybody? What about you like that? No? Alright. True. But anyway, I got to scale it down because, you know, to talk, we got to come and talk next, right? But like we saying right now, man, but in this time right now, I give thanks and prayers for all those who come forward and all those who speak and who feel the vibration and who feel that it's an important thing for us to like pay attention to our youth, you know? Yeah, man, and pay attention to the direction we want to see them go, you know? Yeah, man, say 10 years from here, 20 years from here, you know? What we want to see them become and how we want to see them become from an African perspective, a Rastafari perspective. It's like that. So right now we have to start investing in that now, this day. You see what I say? And like I say, like, it'll be dread just like Babylon, you know. But you know that we as the creators before Babylon, but civilization came down the river that. So as I hope to use our resources and start utilizing and building up these places so that our youths can become and you know they can come and learn things and be creative and be creators. You see what I say? Yeah, man, and be positive. The ICN can say they learn that from I, they learn that from the Rastafari community, their community, their parents, or you say, yeah, man, they sister or auntie and far right. You say, the IC. So, yeah, man, so I have to just look at these things and take it serious, you know, so the youth can take it serious, you know. I, Selassie, Jah, Rastafari. So give thanks and prayers for everyone who is listening. Give thanks for everyone who is Rastafari. Give thanks. I, Selassie, Jah.
Alright, so give thanks. Let's give Jamarcus a declaration of appreciation. A little round of applause. Quote from His Majesty. The intellect distinguishes man from other creatures. It is education that enables man to harness nature and utilize her resources for the well-being and improvement of his life. The key for the betterment and completeness of modern living is education. But man cannot live by bread alone. Man, after all, is also composed of intellect and soul. Therefore, education in general, and higher education in particular, must aim to provide beyond the physical food for the intellect and for the soul. That education which ignores man's intrinsic nature and neglects his intellect and reasoning power cannot be considered true education. Words of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie Jah Rastafari. Yeah, that is quite interesting. But we're gonna switch gears for a little bit, right? But let's actually do a little recap there. What Jamarcus actually said was that we adults have to create, not just talk about these things, but create the structures that would enable our young people, our children, to be the end product of what we desire. I work program sure. There's a don't bake bread, if the bread don't come out good, you don't say, oh, this stupid bread, oh, this dumb bread, and you have to look at what you, as the baker, do in order to make the bread good. But when we're dealing with young people, we have to do the same thing. We have to remember that we are the bakers, and they are the bread. So whatever end product they are, be ultimately responsible, and not just parents. The parents raising children by their own, we already fight for losing battle. It takes a community, or as they say, a village, to really raise a child. So if parents doing it on their own, they already at a deficit. So this is why we having these types of reasoning to see how it is that we as a community can now address not only this opportunity, because it ain't a challenge, it's an opportunity for us to take advantage of, but other opportunities also. But to change up the mood a little bit, we're going to do a little bit of drumming for a couple of minutes. I appreciate love everyone's patience, especially Judge Doctrine and his children. We didn't think about that. But yeah, we're going to, Jadino and I will do a little something for a few minutes. Hope that you enjoy and that we, okay, as a teacher, you have to do these kinds of things after a while to catch young people's interest. That's why it was injected into the plan after entertainment on the board, not just adolescents, but young people on the board. And so we hope that this lightens it up and allows you to refocus for when your doctrine comes in the next system. Highly
run with poetry